Hi guys, my name is Rybro, and welcome to Disturbed. Listen to that ambience. But this is a game where you are playing as a farmer who is running a farm that is really not going well, and it's failing, and he has to do something about it. And I love the title, so I can't wait to be disturbed. And also because the icon for the game is just like a face. Just like that. So let's start the game. Another dull day passes as you struggle to manage your failing farm. Your crops are beginning to wilt, and your cow is sick. Oh no. Not my crops. My crops are sick, and my cow is beginning to wilt. I don't know what wilt means. There's a bunch of stuff at the bottom. For some time, the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day you feel more uncertain if things will ever return to how they were before. Perhaps it is up to you. You've made up your mind. You're going to do something about it. You stand in front of your humble home, pondering what you should do next. Pondering. Go to the crops, go to the house, go in the shed. Oh, so I have to figure out. Let's see how the crops are doing. A path divides the crops you have labored so hard to prosper these past months. What the path between it or the actual crops? A penetrating odor reminds you that your plants are decaying away and time is running short. I can just imagine, like, every time I walk to my crops, there's just like they can hear like a million little screams. It's like, help! We need water! Follow the path, go into the pen. I want to go into the pen and take a bath with the pigs. Let's follow the path. Let's see where these crops lead. You continue down the trail for a while until you see a cave off in the distance. You pause, questioning if there could be something helpful in there. I like caves. I've had a good history of caves. There's a faint whistle from the wind passing between the rocks. The temperature significantly cools as you enter the cave. You notice that there is a different smell, but you welcome it. There's no screams here. Well, maybe human screams, comparing it to the deathly blight found outside. Deathly blight? Go further into the cave. What? Nothing helpful is going to be, like, right on the edge of the cave. You have to actually go into the cave. A bear! Before you take your next step, a large bear emerges from the darkness. From the walls. You realize that you have made a terrible mistake, even thinking that something helpful can be in here. Fight the bear? What? I don't even know what I look like. Am I an old man? And I'm black and white, so yeah, I'm probably an old man. How do I run away? How do I fight? The moment you turn to run, the bear roars with a deep growl, shaking the loose stones about the cave. All you can think about is making it back home in one piece. Well, you make it to the trail, then the bear catches up with you, tackling you to the ground. And it turns white for some reason. You scream in pain as the bear rips you apart. Your adventure ends here. Scratch another off the list. Scratch because it's a bear. I don't know if you saw that Steam notification. Oh. No, it's not up to me. It's up to the comments. Entering your house, you feel a subtle uneasiness, as if the growing blight outside has penetrated the walls of your safe haven. From what you see, however, everything is just the same as how you left it. Perhaps this may be a good time to just lay in bed and wish that your problems will just go away. You fight the notion, but the temptation is still there. Reading your journal, open chest, lay in bed. I want to open the chest. What's in the chest? You open the chest and find nothing more than a pile of papers. It seems you have less valuables than you anticipated. You close the chest. Read my journal. Dear Journal, another usual day on the farm. The crops are growing with good health. How long ago did I write this? Beth Ann is also doing quite well, never disappointed with the milk she provides. Is Beth Ann the cow? If things continue to go well, I may be able to invest in more animals. We can get like sheep and rabbits. A farmer can only be so social with a cow. I woke up one night to a foul smell I've never come across before. I look over my bed, and there's the cow in the bed. You attempt to open the shed door, but the door won't budge. You remember locking it some time ago, but you can't remember what you did with the key. Is it buried somewhere? Oh, would it be in the pen? Oh, okay. I thought that was just like, that was an actual voice. It was like, ew, why are you going in there? A toxic fume burns your nose as you enter the pen. Oh, your poor nose. Your poor cow lays lifeless on the ground as a growing blight slowly begins to consume her body. You feel sick to your stomach as you stand here, especially as you stare at the black mushrooms that dot the ground. Ooh, black mushrooms are not good. I'll stay away from those. Cow. It's just like, inspect the water. You inspect the water. Looking for anything abnormal. You notice that the water has a dark consistency to it. Is it the stuff from a cure for wellness? Dropping a stone into it, black particles from the bottom swirl about like a thunderstorm. Your face shrivels in disgust. I just think of Finn from Adventure Time, just his face just getting smaller and smaller. And it's just like, that's the only thing I'm paying attention to. The little pond of water, and I'm just bent over 90 degrees. Just grab a mushroom, just grab it. What will it do to my hand? You kneel down and grab a mushroom. Oh, it's all over my hands. As you begin to rip it off the ground. Jeez. A cloud of spores spray from the mushroom. Oh, not the spores. Your hands begin to burn and melt as you observe them. Oh, they started melting. You can just imagine just me running, just like my hands are like limp and all that, and they're just like melting away, and I'm just like trying to run as fast as I can to the hospital. Slowly your bottle shrivels up into a dark, moist consistency as the poison spreads. You die eventually after crawling about on the ground. At least I get to die near my cow. Yes, the air is thick and foul. I'm old and can't make decisions. Continue down the path. You come to a stop as you stumble upon a broken wagon. No. Inspect the wagon. Nothing could be scary about it. Ah! Raccoon! You look about the mess and find bits of food and clothes scattered around the scene. You notice a key on the ground during your search. You pick up the key and continue on your way. Yeah! After what felt like an hour or two, you reach a bridge. Nearby the path is a small shack, similar to your house you have on the farm. The man that lives here is a kind fellow from what you recall. Maybe he is home? You scratch the back of your head. Oh, okay. Figuring out that the person that lives here is currently occupied, or not elsewhere. You remember picking up a key from the wagon and you use it on the door. I help myself in. Are there going to be any jump scares or anything like that? Observing the empty room, you realize something terrible must have taken place here. There's a hatch. You are overcome with fear as you think of the man that used to dwell here. Inspect the book on the table. I'm leaving this place forever, never to return. The land is dying and there is nothing but darkness here. Anyone reading this should leave while they can. So you just left me? You left me to live on my farm forever? You can't find a name to give this man, but regardless of the name, you got chills running down your spine. I'm gonna call him Sir Leaves-a-Lot. Without thinking, you travel downward. Is that like a thing that holds like juice and stuff? Is that like apple juice or something? Walking down the steps leading below, the air attacks your body with a piercing cold. You notice immediately that there is a woman chained to the wall. She doesn't seem to notice you as you study her. Talk to the woman. You tremble as you try to form words in your mouth. You there! Let me out of here! The pressure of such a demand makes you freeze. I'm just frozen in place forever, and she's like, "Can you help me get out?" I don't know why she's British. You take a moment to think about the situation before you respond. What got you locked up here to begin with? You'll never believe me, even if I told you the truth. I believe you. Something brought you here? Please, have mercy on me. Free the woman! Yee! Arms become free, she moans in pain. Oh, okay. I thought she moans in, like, relief. Oh, thank you so much. Eats my face. The woman struggles to regain her strength, but starts to stand up on her own. As she gets up, she turns towards you. I will now do you a favor. What seemed to be the face of a helpless woman disappears as a horrible image manifests itself before you. Get out of the... You feel the chilling grip of bone hands locked onto your arms. Every energy flees from your body and you fall to your knees. You feel the essence of your life slip away as everything goes black. It is unfortunate that your journey ends here. This time I'm gonna go across the bridge. Across the bridge. Not gonna break. You cross the bridge safely and continue down the trail. After all that has happened, you feel that you should take a moment to rest. You find a spot under a tree and sit down, getting comfortable. You tilt your head back against the tree and gaze into the sky. Pick at the grass. I'm gonna pick at the grass. That's some loud picking at the grass. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. As you pick at the grass blades in your reach, the ground begins to shake. Oh no! Earthquake! Before you can get up, roots from below sprout from the ground and wrap around your legs. Oh, hi, Mr. Groot. You turn around and see a large, angry face looking back at you. Your jaw drops in horror. No sound or scream escapes your tongue as a tightening grip of the roots squeeze what air is left from your body. I guess I shouldn't pick at the grass then. I should be a better person than that, Rybro. I should have just taken a nap. No! The wagon is like the nicest thing I've ever done. That doesn't lead to a horrible ending. Do not pick the grass. I'll learn that when I go outside. Your eyes close and your body relaxes. You fall asleep within seconds. Within seconds? How sick am I? As your mind wanders, you see a blurry image. Details emerge as you gaze. You wonder who this might be. A bad feeling then overcomes you, and you realize who this is. Is that the guy that left? You try to wake yourself up. Wake up to jump to your feet, looking about yourself and your surroundings. Remember... wearing the black t-shirt with a nipple pocket in it. Yeah. I did get a haircut recently. My legs were spread. Yes, okay. I'm all intact. All seems well. ... What's gonna follow that? You can't help but feel fearful. You can't help but feel fearful that something bad will happen to you if you stay here. Moving forward seems like the only logical option now. Okay. No, move backwards. You reach a point where the trail splits into two paths. Which way should you go? Oh, it's so vague. It kind of looks like a butt. Right kind of looks like you go over a hill, and then left is kind of just goes into nothing. Let's go left. Nothing's popped up yet. Continue down the path. Follow the trail in the grass. Go back where the path split. Follow the trail in the grass that I did not pick. Following the subtle trail in the grass, you stumble upon what looks like a grave. You continue on or inspect the grave. This is probably a cemetery from all the bits of grass that have been picked. The bits of grass are probably like in a little box underground because those Groots over there are probably so sad that happens. Inspect. Approach the grave. Look at the sword with intrigue. Oh! Before you can touch the sword, a ghostly figure appears before you. Is that the guy on the ground? The sword. May I have it? I want the sword. The blade is cursed. I am bound here by the pain of my past. If you desire this sword, free me from it. You slowly motion for the sword.
Spirit fool.
Fool.
Only something of a pure essence can free me. A rare hope, like a flower found in darkness.
That one just came out of nowhere. Fool. Now I'm less scared.
Grab the sword. Back away from
Wait.
from the sword.
Oh, okay. I thought he was trying to say something. No, I'll keep it.
Grab the sword.
It just came out of nowhere. Back away from the sword.
Listen to the specter and leave the sword.
Oh, okay. She's gonna narrate. I thought it was just that character. Ah, go away.
Self-voicing disabled.
Okay. You listen to the specter and leave the sword. The figure fades out of view. I'm a nice person. Down the path. A wishing well. For some time, you walked for some time to find an endless field of grass. There's a stone well near the path. Oh, that's beautiful. Inspect the well. Oh no! Okay. You peer down the well. There's nothing in it. Nothing, 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 nothing. Other than the evident water at the bottom. Is it the black water? There is a coin resting against the wall of the well. If possible, you feel you should go down and take the coin. Because I don't have any money, I want to make my own wish. Oh, I want to grab the coin. You lean over the edge of the well. There's no possible way you can obtain the coin by reaching for it. With this in mind, you turn and climb down along the inner wall of the well. Upside down. You take a few successful steps down, but your luck runs out. You misplace your foot and you fall. Tumbling about. Your body clashes against the stone walls. With a single knock of the head, you lose all consciousness of your accident. I wanted the coin! With a splash, you fall into the water. Your body sinks effortlessly and you drown without realizing it. Oh, I wanted that coin. It's like choose your own adventure, and then you can see like the different endings and all that, and it's like a cool adventure to go on, just like to watch or even listen in the background. That's even better. So it never told me who that was. All seems well. There was an endless field of grass with the wishing well. Let's go right. You reach the end of the pathway. In the distance is a tower looking over this area. A gate secures passage to the area with a wall around the property. Also of interest, there is a tree that has a hole carved into it. Get in the hole. You approach the tree and notice the hole is big enough to fit your hand in. Oh, I thought it was going to say head. It was be like, what's up, squirrels? You look and see something shiny in the hole as if it were metal. Is it a coin? Can I get any coins in this game? Feeling around with your hand, you find 3 knobs. Oh, my hand's already in the thing. You find 3 knobs. One on the right, one centered, one in the middle, and one on the left. Press the knobs. Middle one. Oh. Left. The knobs lock in place. You wait for a moment, but nothing happens. Must be some sort of combination. You approach the gate cautiously. Ooh, it could just open with a sudden wind at any moment. This is the main screen. Enter. Ah! Standing before the tower, your heart begins to sink. I believe that these aren't like the sound effects for like what's happening. It's just my character, like his reaction to everything. Heart begins to sink. There is no doubt the birthplace of the spreading plague. There is a fountain before you with statues on your right and left. I'm still alive? Oh, inspect the fountain. Lick. Statue on the left, statue on the right. Inspect the fountain. There's a dark haze about the fountain. The water is black, and the smell burns with every breath. I don't mind it. You feel a slight pull toward the fountain, as if it was calling for something. Ryan. You see an old statue of an angel that has been consumed by vines of thorn. The angel is holding a book in one hand, and with the finger pointed toward the sky. Oh, what's the book about? You feel it best to leave the statue alone. Or maybe she doesn't want to be covered in, like, weeds and all that. What about the one on the right? He doesn't have weeds. He has very broad shoulders. It's making me jealous. With one hand, the angel is holding some sort of bowl. Oh, a bowl. What's he eating? Salad? I don't think it's salad! On the other hand is hovering over the bowl. You notice that there was only 2 remaining fingers on the... He only has 2 fingers there? Did he eat his fingers? Did he replace the croutons with his fingers? What's in that ball? The statue. Feel you should keep your distance and just observe. Rybro. Approach the door. Oh. And I'm interrupted. As you reach for the doorknob, an invisible barrier stops you. Must be some sort of magic. What do you mean? I can't get through it? I can't get through it. Yeah, the door doesn't work. Continue on. To what? Walking over the hills of grass and grain. Ooh, grain. You reach the walls of Aramar. Several times a year, you come here to trade goods from the farm. Yeah, I'd like one of your boxes, please. You discover the plague that has spread to your farm has also spread all the way out here. The path before you is overrun with blight. Blight? Of course. You've come a long way and you don't desire to turn back down. You must march forward into the tainted soil. Yeah, to the tainted soil! Before you realize what happened, you sink completely under the ill soil. I thought it was tainted! Darkness consumes you and your lungs struggle for air. No lungs! You can do it! Well, actually, punching them won't do it very good. I broke the other thing for the glasses, but I still like wearing them. Damn lungs! Your body burns in pain as you suffocate and die. You slowly motion for the sword. Fall! How is that pure essence can frame me, or bear hope like a flower in darkness? How do I present that? I have to wait for it to get dark and then I have to bring you a flower? Grab it! You reach for the sword. Before you can lay a finger on it, the spirit grabs your arm. A sharp pain flows through your body as your flesh melts off your bones. And what'd you do that for? I just want a sword. And you wanted like a flower. You just doing this because I can't give you a flower? What fragments remain fall to the ground. So, me. That guy was mean! Lay in your bed and fall asleep to the light sound of wind blowing against the grass. You begin to hear whispers and chants, but you can't make anything of it. An image appears before you. A stone, glowing as if it were alive. The chants get louder as your vision grows in more detail. You reach toward the stone with your hand. As your finger makes contact, a clash of thunder rattles around you. Your clothing and skin start to flake away. Like dust in the wind. Whoosh. The particles flow into the stone, sapping the life from your body. You feel pain you have never experienced before, and fear begins to flood over you. You suddenly see yourself laying in bed, never to wake up again. I can't even go to sleep! Wait, I can sleep under that tree. Oh, I can continue on. Ooh, hills. You pause to see that there is a lake nearby. The trail continues on your right. I want to go in the lake. I want to go for a little swim. Step near the lake and look down into it. What could they put in the lake? Resting underwater is an orb of some light, sitting on the bottom of the lake. There's something strange about it, as if it were calling out to you. Wait, so that orb is underwater? Or is that what it looks like when I'm looking in the water? Open your eyes to see the stone sitting before you. You start to make your way toward it. A large fish comes into view. No! Are they the fish that they couldn't get? Well, yeah, because they would just bite the fishing rods. Quickly comes into view, yeah. It quickly notices you with its mouth stretched open. Well, now it's going to notice me with my mouth stretched open. You try to leave before the surface, but the fish catches up to you. Oh my god. That's like what one of my thumbnails would be. If it's like something was attacking me and I pause it right as it's gonna attack me. Quickly find yourself helpless before the creature. I love the music. You close your eyes as the giant fish rips your body apart with its teeth. You die a very painful death. Oh, seems well. Nope, I just got eaten by a fish. I wonder if I could like see like all my dead bodies in the places. I'm really into this. It's calling out to me. Well, that was Disturbed. I know I didn't get to the end, and I kind of feel like it's just unfinished. Like, it was all good, and that's why I want to keep it. I don't just want to just leave it recorded and not edit or upload it, because I think I am proud of it. It's something you can really get behind and get really into, and that was disturbing. I didn't have my mic. But it was just something you could really get into, and I really got into, so I really hope you enjoyed. There's a second one coming out. I don't know when it will, but I'll try and finish that one. I just got like really lost, and I didn't want to play it anymore, but I still think it was a good video, and I don't want to hide it from you guys, just because I didn't get to the ending. Boo-hoo. But anyways, I haven't edited it yet, but I think altogether it will be a really good video. I really liked reading it too. Am I a good narrator? There's this thing that happens to me when I talk for a long time. I start to notice like something happens in my mouth, like my tongue gets bigger or something, and I can't talk. I don't know if that happens. It's not happening now because there's only 23 seconds. So, here's something disturbing. Thank you all so much for watching. You share with a friend. And I hope to see you in the next one. So, bye for now. Rybro out.